Welcome to yet another FPL video. Now, I just finished recording my Game Week 16 wildcard team for you lot, but this is my Game Week 16 preview, and I have to say there's some very difficult decisions I have to make, but they're crucial. They are very crucial because they determine what I'm going to do. Am I going to actually activate my free hit chip in Game Week 18 and play a bench boost or triple captain chip in Game Week 19? You know, it all depends on the transfers I make next, and that's when I fully set, the course and go in the direction that I think is best for my team. But it's very important, also very important for you lot to be open-minded, but also you have to start deciding, on which chips you're going to use and when, or roughly at least. And like I said, in my case at the moment, I am leaning towards the free hit in Game Week 18 and the bench boost in Game Week 19, and maybe saving my triple captaincy for Game Week 26, maybe a smaller double game week for Liverpool, where Salah's going to be my triple captain. I'm really going to try, aim for him. And if not, maybe just a favourable fixture like West Brom this week, that would have been a very good one. But if not, something very similar. But without further ado, this is my team for Game Week 16, and in Game Week 15 so far, it's going pretty well. The players who have actually played, apart from Grealish, have all done very well. Martin is on for bonus points. Walker-Peters on for bonus points. Fernandes as well. And he was my vice-captain. And it's just going very well so far from the players I have. And we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But for Game Week 16, some very difficult fixtures for some of my players, but also some very favourable ones. And I've got a very big captaincy decision on my hands. And at the moment, of course, it's between two players, I think, or three, should I say. I think Bruno and Salah are always in the equation, no matter what the fixture is. But Kane, with Fulham at home, it's a fixture I really think he'll do well in. But then again, I thought the same about Leicester and see what happened. But I look at my defence, I'm very happy with it. Zuma at home to Villa. It's still a tough fixture, so it's maybe marked easy on the FDR, but it is a very tough fixture. Villa are very good away from home. And as you saw against Palace, they actually played even better when Palace were attacking them and they were exploiting the spaces on the counter-attack. That's what Villa love to do. Walker-Peters at home to West Ham. He is facing Soufal, so I've got a bit of a decision there to make. But thank you to everyone who, told me and informed me in the live chat today of my live stream that Soufal, his wife is actually expecting a baby. And so he could also miss Game Week 16, to be honest. But he's not someone I want to get rid of because of that. Obviously, with the double game weeks, he's got very good fixtures, and he's a good asset overall with his creativity, with West Ham getting some clean sheets here and there. But yeah, I'll most likely bench him anyways. Walker-Peters, Zuma and Matip would be my defence. And Martinez away to Chelsea, not ideal, but then again, in the last four, this guy has been a monster. And if we look at his points total, very, very inconsistent before Game Week 12, but since then, look at that. 11, 8, 6, and he's on for 10 for this game week. So very incredible stuff from Martinez, who in my opinion, as I stated earlier when I was doing my team of the year so far, Martinez was in it. Very good keeper. I wish Arsenal kept him. Him and Leno having two of the best keepers in the league would have been very good, but it is what it is. He's a top keeper, and he's still trying to fight for that #1 spot in Argentina. So, I think he's got a great shout for it. And yeah, like I said, my defence I'm very happy with. I look at my midfield also, some very tough fixtures, for Grealish. Even, for Fernandes, he's got Wolves at home. Not necessarily the easiest game. They can be very frustrating, but at the moment, Bruno's form is incredible. And I just feel very hard done by that. The only time I've really captained him recently was against Sheffield, and he blanked. So, it is what it is. But Bruno's just so consistent, and even if he blanks once or twice in a row, he's not someone you want to transfer out. And everyone who's been asking me, who's better, Kevin De Bruyne or Bruno? Well, in my opinion, Kevin De Bruyne is the better player overall. But when we're talking about FPL, it's Bruno Fernandes, definitely. He's got the most points. I wouldn't say I'm tired of reading the statistics, but, you have to get them into account, if you're kind of doubting his ability and calling him a penalty merchant. Most points since he's joined the league, most goals from a midfielder, including from open play, the most assists from any midfielder. He's just got it all. So Bruno Fernandes is a great player, and I think he's made a huge difference to Manchester United. And I think without him, I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would still be in a job. I think he's that good of a player, and he's made that much of an impact. And even when he's having a bad game, and he tends to have quite a lot of bad games, but he still impacts the game because in the final third, he's efficient. And that's what you love about him. Great captaincy choice still, but I would be maybe a bit hesitant about Wolves because of the way they play. United love to counter-attack teams, and with Leicester, they had so much space in behind with Wolves. We'll have to wait and see how they play, but you wouldn't expect the kind of same spaces and pockets that Leicester offered them. As for Son, he's another good captaincy choice with Fulham at home, but like I said before, I think it was in my last stream when people were saying, who should I keep? You know, Son or Kane? Who's better for Game Week 16, for example? I did say Kane for Game Week 16, he would be my pick. But for Game Week 17, when Spurs play Leeds, who are so open, and Spurs obviously have that attack, or shall I say, counter-attacking style, Son would be better suited for that. But for Game Week 16, where Fulham might sit back a bit more, I think Kane is the guy. But Son, great choice also. You would expect him to do well. And then Salah, I mean, there's not even a difficult fixture for this guy. They should all be green, to be honest. But Newcastle away, we'll have to wait and see. They're kind of resting some players like Callum Wilson. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there in the Manchester City game. But Mohamed Salah, yeah, just a great player, and hopefully does well against West Brom beforehand and just keeps on getting the points. And yeah, just for me, just this guy, he's a mainstay in my team. He's got more points than he did at the same stage in his, freakish season when he rejoined the Premier League for Liverpool. So you expect some great things from this guy. He's in his prime and he's just doing a great job. And to be honest, I might captain him still, but Harry Kane against Fulham at home is also very tempting. So I think if I'm looking at it at the moment, I think either Kane or Salah will be my captain. And at the moment, I'm leaning more towards Kane, but that could easily be Salah. And I just think Salah's the most reliable captaincy choice. And then maybe it's Bruno. Kane is also up there this season, but I just expect Kane not to blank too much longer. So if he blanks against Wolves, I definitely expect a haul against Fulham. We'll have to wait and see. Calvert-Lewin has Manchester City at home, not an easy fixture, but hopefully he can get something, maybe a dodgy FPL assist as he's been doing recently. He hasn't scored for quite a while, but you would expect something there, and maybe he'll score against Sheffield as I'm saying this, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, still Calvert-Lewin for his price and below, just like Grealish. I don't really see too much better. And just hoping for the best, against Manchester City, who are very good defensively. That game, anything could happen. It could be an open game. But with how Manchester City have been this season, maybe it'll be like a 1-0 to either side. Probably Manchester City, maybe a 2-1 or something like that. But, in years gone by, it would have been such an open fixture, and Calvert-Lewin would just be, licking his lips with the FPL points. And then Bamford away to West Brom. What a fixture. And hopefully West Brom attack and Leeds can exploit those spaces. And like I said, Leeds are one of the most creative, if not the most creative team in the league. And Bamford is obviously a great choice to have for these next 2 game weeks and also for double game weeks and beyond. He's a great choice. Hopefully starts getting in the points. That miss against Manchester United, very frustrating. But, Bamford can get these great moments for you and some very disappointing ones. But it is what it is. He is around 6.4 million. But hopefully he can do something against West Brom. Some people will be captaining him. Not for me. For me, it's going to be Kane, Salah or Bruno. And to be honest, it's more likely to be Salah or Kane. And I'm yet to be decided, or fully should I say, on that. Salah's form is so hard to go against, but Kane at home to Fulham, very tempting. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What is your team looking like? What problems do you have? And what transfers are you looking at making? And in my case, if I'm being honest, I look at Game Week 19, and if I do bench boost, my plan is to upgrade Kilman to Taylor, Forster to McCarthy, and just kind of build these players into my squad and kind of have them ready for Game Week 19. And then for Game Week 19 itself, I would be making the double switch. So I'd be moving Basuma to Souček and Kane to Vardy. But I have to say, despite Vardy's great form recently, just not too sure about taking Kane out to get Vardy, especially with the fixtures Kane has. So that's why I'm probably going to be doing that for Game Week 19. But even then, Spurs face Sheffield. So what I'm going to be doing, if I'm being honest, is analysing Kane in the next few games, and if I like what I see, I might even keep him for Sheffield and maybe save my bench boost for Game Week 26. But if I just like the look of Vardy more and not really, Spurs' attack, their numbers aren't as high as they were at the beginning of the season, and they are matched by what's actually happening in terms of goal output, then yeah, I would be happy to make Kane to Vardy even in Game Week 19, and I would follow the plan. Upgrade Kilman to Taylor, upgrade Basuma to Souček, and Forster to McCarthy by Game Week 19. And if I do free hit in Game Week 18, that would mean I would -4 for those moves that I just said. But if I don't free hit in Game Week 18, all of those moves will be free. And to be honest, the problem with that would be I would only have Kane, Son, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Basuma, Grealish, Martinez, in my team for game week 18, so not too many choices, and Kilman if he plays, which is very unlikely anyway. So I've got a bit of a dilemma there. Let me know what you think. What do you think I should do? What transfers should I make? And Chilwell and Reece James actually played against Arsenal, and I did get rid of Chilwell, but thankfully Arsenal won, and won convincingly, and no points for them. And I think I had Zuma first, substitute anyway, but he might come on because of Soufal and all of that. But yeah, and I got in Matip. We'll have to wait and see how he does. Hopefully he stays fit. But yeah, things can change. Hopefully no injuries, and I can just focus on what's best to improve my squad and what's the best chip strategy, And like I said, at the moment, in my case, I think free hitting in game week 18 and bench boosting in game week 19 is my best bet, and I can triple captain another time. But 2 home games for Salah in game week 19. So tempting to give him the triple captaincy, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not fully decided, as you can tell, but as I've been posting in the community tab, in previous videos, in my chip strategy video, if you want, check that out, and also in all these videos, the live streams, the wildcard, teams that I offered to you, and this video, I've got a good idea of what to do, but I'm not fully set on it, and it's good to keep your options open. But then again, with 2 days remaining, you've got to act fast. And with price rises and stuff, I could literally be priced out of all of those moves that I said, and I can't get all of those players in if just one player goes up by 0.1 million or 0.2 million. So it's very important to be decisive and not to dither around too much. But thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, you know the drill, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And like I said, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers, and we're very close to that goal. And I really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing, and shows a great amount of support. And I hope you all had a great Christmas, and hopefully you have a great new year. 2021 surely can't be worse than 2020. Let's not tempt fate, actually. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll be looking to do more streams, more videos, more chip strategy videos, and a lot. Just tell me, like I said, with the wildcard video, you lot requested it and I produced it. And if you have any other suggestions on what videos to make, how to improve my videos, I'm all ears. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you, you know the drill, next time.